I've known Laurie for over 15 years before I began working in real estate. And when I became a realtor, she introduced herself, and she's literally, it was like, hey, I'm a mortgage lender. And I was like, hey, okay, great. I'm doing real estate. And so it just went from there. The biggest problem I was facing is availability. Availability has been very challenging for me using other lenders. It's tough. It's tough. Sometimes waiting days, sometimes a week to get an answer from another lender easily. And Laurie was very reliable in the aspect of being available after hours and being available on weekends. I work 2 full-time jobs. I'm a firefighter engineer within the fire department full-time, and I'm also a full-time realtor. So having someone available over the phone in a moment's notice when it's not convenient, even through a text message to let me know, hey, I can't communicate right now, but I can text. Anything has been invaluable. Laurie Van Haften believes in Christensen Financial. She believes in the quality of service they produce, which I've experienced. I mean, between having the rates be awesome, or especially against the big banks, she's been able to either meet or exceed, have a lower interest rate than anybody I put her up against. And also probably the service that they produce. Whenever we have a challenging customer that may have qualification issues, she's able to mitigate that ahead of time. So the process, all those warning signs or possibilities that something might not work, they're way in the forefront. So we already know ahead of time if we can count on somebody, hey, can you deliver on these challenges or not? So there's no surprises at the end. Laurie has closed every single loan that she has written for me. I recently had a customer that was relocating from another state that was probably going to have some challenges, not only qualifying, but I noticed the frustration in his voice when he would always tell me, I'm just having a lot of trouble getting hold of my lender. I'm going to get a hold of him, and he still hasn't answered my question. And I'm just like, okay. So I was showing a property to him, and we sat down in somebody else's living room, and I asked him if he would be willing for me to call my lender. 1, to try to get his questions resolved. And 2, I even asked him, I said, if she answers the phone, would you be willing to see if we can get you qualified over the phone? And he goes, you know what, if she picks up the phone, sure. For me, I always tell every single buyer that I'd like them to be informed as possible, and that they're more than welcome to shop around for loans. And I also have a preferred lender that I use who's written loans for both of the properties that I have and for my family. And any chance that I can use her, I do. What I appreciate most about Laurie is how comfortable I feel because she's a part of it. And what I mean by that is that she's a great communicator. So I get emails, text messages from her. She problem solves early. The buyers are very informed, whether it's somebody buying their first home or somebody who's purchased before, and the rules kind of change as they go. She coaches people throughout the process. And she technically, for me, she actually handles more than most lenders do, so I can go around and do more work. Laurie just became somebody who, regardless, I really feel I'm providing my customers a service. And when I recommend Laurie, I feel that she is like an extension of myself. So I have to recommend somebody that I feel is going to produce the quality of service that I would give them, or better, because my name's on it. Technically, it's a relationship, it's personal, and with the customers. And so I'd like to create that comfort with them. And I feel that Laurie can deliver on that effectively.